In my previous video tutorial on file uploads, I showed you how to upload files and add a tag to them, assign them a tag within the media library, and that will pull them into positions automatically that we've already designated on the site. Such as here on the newsletters page, where we're pulling in a full year's worth of previous newsletters. Underlying on this page is a little block of code that tells the site to look for files with this specific tag associated with them, and then lists them in date order. I've also put in a little bit of code which you can do to allow you to sort things by their size, by their category, or by their file type, or by a tag that's assigned to them. And you can also search files on here, so we could look for one that was just in December. So it's quite a fully featured bit of functionality. So I'm going to upload a file and then place it on a page. For example, we've got quite a lot of school policies where the full policy is written out on a page, and then down the bottom we've actually offered the user a PDF should they want to download, read it later, or store it locally, or print it out in a more print ready format. So how do we get this to add here? If I go onto the back of the site, and I've just gone to pages and then found the complaints procedure page, just to show you an example, you'll see here it is right down the bottom is a little code. It's known as a short code, and we don't have to remember how to write this. There's a little button up here called Add a Pretty File List that gives us all the options we need, and it will create this code, place it on the page, and then pull in the relevant file for us. All you have to remember to do is, once you're happy with how it looks, is not to delete that. They're fairly straightforward to recreate should you accidentally delete them, and I'll show you in the other tutorials that are available from the back end of the site. You'll see you have a thing called revisions. So should you ever accidentally delete something and you want to return to a previous version of the site, if you go up here under screen options, you'll see revisions. If you have that ticked, you'll be able to access down the bottom here revisions, and it lists all previous versions of the page that you can wind back to. So if we just create a new page just for testing purposes, and I go add new, it may be that you are adding this PDF or this Word document to a news post. So I'm just going to call this test page, and I might just put introductory copy. Okay, now what I need to do is upload the file before I put in a link to it. So if you go back to your dashboard, which I've got open here, and go to your media library, and you want to hit add new, which you can do here, or you can do it up here, and then you can drag or drop your file, or select your file. Here I have, so I'm just uploading a file called a PDF document. It's just a copy of a previous one we added. Here is my file. Now, previously we were using media category tags to automatically pull that file to a specific predefined location. This is like a one-off scenario where you might, you don't want to pull in something that's regularly updated or regularly distributed. It might just be a specific file, such as a policy that doesn't change over the years. So we've uploaded this document now, and if I go back to the page I want to add it to, so I've written a little bit of intro, and then just put your cursor where you want the file to be added, and then you hit this button from the toolbar called Add a Pretty File List, and you get this sort of interface up here. Now, Generate List is used to create those automatic lists I showed you in the previous video. So where you specify it to pull in documents based on tags or date or file type. Here we want to actually just pick a specific file or files. So we're going to hit this option, and you can see it's listing here all previous files that have been uploaded to the website, including images. So this list will grow extensively, so it helps to know something within the file name, so we can search for it. So I know we had the word PDF document, and it's actually, because it's the latest one, these are listed in date order. So that's the file I want to link to. So I've selected that. I then hit next, and I'd leave the sorting always like here. This is, you sort it by the uploaded date, so it automatically puts the latest uploaded files at the top. By default, I'd have it open the link in a new window, and if it's just a one-off file, we don't need any filtering or search or sorting buttons. They're more applicable when you add a great big list of files. We only want to add the one file, but we only get the option of specifying 3 there, so just take it as it is and hit insert, and you'll see the short code has been added for us, and it's basically saying it's a file list. These are the file types it will look for, and it's showing a specific file reference, and we're hiding the filter, the sort, the search, and we're saying please open it in a new window, and then the shortcode closes. We can have a quick preview of how that page looks. Before we publish it and make it live and available to the rest of the world. Here's our test page. Here's the link to our PDF document. Automatically added the size and the upload date, and if we click on it, it opens the PDF in a new window, just as we'd like. So there you go. That's how to add specific files on an ad hoc basis to new locations in news posts or pages throughout the site.